Andrew, I was actually doing some research about this particular topic today, and where we're going to be talking about a special needs trust. Now, I have clients who have kids that actually have a special need. And as a matter of fact, as I was doing some research about this particular topic, I discovered that 20% of U.S. households actually have kids that have a special healthcare need. So we are so thankful that today we're going to be joined once more by Mr. Brandon Mcgee to talk to us about the importance of having a special needs trust to make sure that if anything were to happen to you, the parents of that special needs kid, that their livelihood will not be disrupted because things are not properly set in place. So we want all of you guys to stay locked in today so you can understand the importance, if you have a child that may be disabled, the importance of putting in place a special needs trust. Hi, my name is Carson Graves, President and CEO of the Retirement Education Center.
And my name is Andrea, Director of Operations at the Retirement Education Center. And the reason we've created these educational videos is to help to make the difficult and confusing retirement process simple.
Absolutely, Andrea. And we do this quite frankly by incorporating a team of expert advisors ranging from certified financial analysts, certified financial planners, estate attorneys, insurance advisors, and other needed professionals to help us build a comprehensive, holistic roadmap for our clients that will let them know when, where, and how they can reach their retirement goals.
For specialized strategies on how to maximize your retirement income, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell to be notified when we upload new videos.
As I mentioned in the beginning of my video, we are going to be talking about a special needs trust. So without further delay, I want to go ahead and transition into my interview once again with Mr. Brandon Mcgee of the Mcgee Law Firm. But before I do that, there are always two rules to retirement income that we always want to give you. And Andrew, what are those two rules?
Well, rule number 1 is to never run out of money, and rule number 2 is to never forget rule number 1.
All right, so let's go ahead and join Mr. Brandon Mcgee to talk to us about a special needs trust. All right, so again, guys, we're joined by Mr. Brandon Mcgee of the Mcgee Law Firm. And again, of course, we always want to thank Brandon for joining us and doing these sessions with us because they are very, very educational and we're getting a lot out of it. And so, Brandon, I know this week we're going to be talking about a special needs trust. And personally, I know I have clients that have kids with special needs. And one of their biggest fears, Brandon, is making sure that their kids are going to be able to maintain a certain level of care if something were to happen to them. So if you wouldn't mind, Brandon, just expounding on what a special need trust is, and telling us the benefits of the special needs trust and so forth today so we can be educated about this particular situation because I know millions of families are affected by it.
Yes, absolutely, Carson. And first, thanks for having me on again. I always enjoy talking with you and informing your audience of estate planning matters. But a special needs trust is something that I consider to be, I would use the words critical and essential for a family who has a child with special needs. And whether that's an adult or a minor, it doesn't matter. I think either way, it's very critical and essential. Now, special needs, we could be dealing with a disability that's cognitive in nature, or we could be dealing with a physical disability, okay? But when it comes to a special needs trust, the bottom line is that we have an individual here, a family member, again, whether it's a child or an adult, it doesn't matter, who we either know or think there's a possibility that that person will not be able to go into the workforce, okay? Whatever the nature of their disability, whatever it may be, we think will prevent them from being able to maintain employment and go into the workforce. The reason that that's important is because oftentimes those loved ones of ours that are in that situation, they will be either on or one day applying for number 1, Social Security disability called SSDI, and number 2, Medicaid for their healthcare needs, okay? And so here's the issue is this, if I have let's say if I have a special needs child and, my kid is, let's say 25, and then I pass away and I leave an inheritance directly to that special needs child, and let's say it's even just $50,000, right? It doesn't have to be a large sum of money.
Yeah.
That special needs child is going to be disqualified from SSDI, disqualified from Medicaid because now they have money, so they won't qualify. And they're going to be forced to spend down that entire inheritance. It doesn't matter if it's 50,000 or 50 million. They're going to have to spend that down to $2,000, then reapply for Medicaid and SSDI when they're basically broke. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is where a special needs trust enters the room and helps out the family dramatically. Okay. If I leave my money, my inheritance, not to my special needs child, but to a special needs trust for the benefit of that child, then that child is not disqualified from SSDI. They are not disqualified from Medicaid. So the money does not go to them directly. It goes to the special needs trust. Okay. And then the special needs trust is going to be managed by a trustee who's going to be a third party. So it could be a sibling, right? It could be the special needs individual's brother or sister, another family member, an attorney, whoever, right? A close family friend, somebody responsible. And that person, that trustee, by law has a list of things that they can spend money on out of that trust on behalf of the special needs individual. So for example, typical things are going to be clothing, food, toiletries, money for transportation. So what happens is this is, let's say again, 50,000 bucks. Instead of me getting my child getting $50,000 and being disqualified from these services, the government assistance, and having to spend all of that down, they can maintain their SSDI, they can maintain their Medicaid, which will generally pay for the basic utilities, rent, things like that. Then they can have the special needs trust, which will distribute income to them to purchase the things that I just told you, to help with clothing, to help with transportation. And so I consider it to be something that's absolutely critical so that the special needs child, whether again, I say child, it could be an adult, but they're always our kids, right? Our kids are our kids no matter how old they are. They can maintain a much more comfortable lifestyle. They can keep their SSDI, they can keep their Medicaid. And then on the other hand, they can have the trust helping them out, paying for some different things. And it provides them a level of comfort that they otherwise wouldn't have, a level of financial comfort. So that is basically the role of a special needs trust, and it keeps that special needs person in a much more financially comfortable position throughout their life. And I think it makes the parents, my clients who are the parents, they feel great about it because they have that peace of mind of knowing if something happens to me tomorrow, you know, my child who is not going to be able to go into the workforce, I know they're going to be taken care of. And so it's wonderful for the whole family.
So Brandon, let me ask you, is there a specified time limit in which someone can actually set up a special needs trust for a child?
No, absolutely not. And in fact, to kind of draw an extreme comparison, I've had clients who have special needs children in their 40s who have been on SSDI and Medicaid since they were 18. And the family just recently discovered the usefulness of a special needs trust, and they've hired me to set that up for their child. On the other extreme, I have another family who we've set up an estate plan for fairly recently. They have twin daughters who I think are 6 or 7 years old. They're still very young. They're both special needs, and the parents aren't even 100% sure whether or not they will be able to go into the workforce one day and earn a living, but there's a realistic chance they may not be. So they've gone ahead and set one up for them. So there's no time limit. Here's the critical thing though, is you obviously have to do this before you pass away.
Yeah.
If you have a special needs child and you haven't set up this trust and your child is a beneficiary or an heir of your estate, that's too late, right? They're going to get that inheritance. They're going to get tossed off SSDI and Medicaid. They're going to have to spend down every dime of their inheritance to $2,000. So I would say the only time limit is your lifespan, which for most of us, we don't know when that last moment is, right? So it's very critical if you have a special needs child, adult, or a minor. This is something you really want to get in place I would say without delay, just in case something were to happen to you.
Got it. A last question on this, Brandon. When you set up a special needs trust, would that be in lieu to a regular trust that you would have set up? Would that be a separate type of trust? from just the regular trust, or could that be included within that same trust, or like a living trust, or as you would speak of, how would that be established?
That's a phenomenal question. That's a really good question. And it is completely separate. And so most of my clients who have a special needs trust on behalf of their child, they have a separate family revocable trust. Okay. General trust where, we have 3 kids, we're going to leave 1/3 of our estate to each kid, right? Only in this circumstance, one of the kids is not a beneficiary. Their special needs trust is the beneficiary. So instead of, Bobby Jr. being the beneficiary, it's the special needs trust on behalf of Bobby Jr. And it's a completely separate standalone document that gets funded upon your death. Now, to be clear, a special needs trust can be funded while you're alive. You don't have to wait till you're passing to fund it. But most of my clients do. Most of my clients, they want to maintain control of all their assets while they're alive. So their passing away will trigger the funding of the special needs trust out of their family revocable trust.
Got it. So Brandon, anything else on the special needs trust? I mean, that was some excellent information right there. Anything else that you think that we need to touch on, or?
Sure, a couple just quick things, little tidbits. Number one, with the special needs trust, we always want to leave alternate beneficiaries, because once your special needs loved one passes, we need somebody to inherit what's left in there, right? There might be $80,000, $200,000 left in there, who knows? So we always want an alternate beneficiary to be put in there, and we always want an alternate trustee. So if we pick our son, the brother of the special needs loved one, to be the trustee, what if something happens to him? What if he joins the army and gets sent to the Middle East, right? Yeah. So we always want backup beneficiaries, and we always want backup trustees as well.
Perfect. Absolutely. Well, Brandon, hey, you want to tell the audience how they can get in touch with you again? Of course, we always thank you for doing this with us, but tell everyone how they can get in touch with you.
Yeah, absolutely. So please just look for us on the internet. It's McGeeLawDFW.com. And once you find us there, I think we'll pop up really quick. You'll find our phone number, email addresses, and reach out to us. And just so all of you guys know, we always offer a complimentary consultation for the first time that you meet with me. So we won't charge you for that first consultation. It'll last up to an hour. And we'd be happy to meet with any of you guys, as long as you're based in Texas. Estate planning laws are by state. So for Texas residents, love to meet with you. If you're from out of the DFW area, we can meet by Zoom. If you're not a Texas resident and you're watching this, I highly encourage you to contact an estate planning attorney in your state.
Thank you, Brandon. Of course, we're going to leave a link in our description below in this video, so you guys can also just click on that link to get in touch with Brandon. All right, Brandon, thank you again for doing this with us. We look forward to seeing you again next time. And we definitely appreciate your services here. And we will talk to Brandon again next week, hopefully.
All right, Carson, thank you so much. It was great to be on again. I hope you have a great afternoon.
All right, thank you. So I really hope that this educational video today really gave you some insight into the importance of you, if you have a disabled child, of setting up a special needs trust. Always remember that these videos are created for educational purposes only, and that you should always seek out your own financial advisor, your own tax advisor, and estate attorney for your own particular needs. Also, if you are looking for a fiduciary financial advisor to help you with these types of complex financial matters, go ahead and click on the link in the description provided below to learn how to become one of our high-value clients. For more information about this particular subject matter or any topics that we discussed in our prior videos, please feel free to reach out to our office or leave any questions or comments in the section below.
To learn more about our services and how we can help you to increase your chances of not outliving your retirement savings, make sure to click on the link in the description below and sign up for our free Maximizing Your Retirement Income Masterclass. After this video, please check out our other videos that we've created that will give you tips on how to maximize your retirement. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and share it with a friend. Thanks for watching, and remember, if you have questions,
we have answers.